Okay, we're getting jumped by some rats here. Let's take care of this. Maybe we'll get lucky and level up. That would really help, actually. Hello, and welcome to a Source of Magic Let's Play video. In this video, I'm going to focus on a specific system of the game. Important attributes for a diplomacy scenario. First is charisma. Your charisma is the base ability determining your success rate for any diplomacy checks. And the second one is dexterity. Dexterity is often needed to go behind enemy lines using the stealthy move in order to reach the enemy leader so that you can overview of the scenario. Again, because we're kind of focused on the diplomacy aspects, I won't dwell on this too much. We're not really worried about the quest in this playthrough because we're really just kind of trying to demonstrate this very specific aspect of the game. So I'll go ahead and start. Okay. So let me zoom in here. Our character has the golden portrait here. And what I want to talk about here is factions and favorability. So favorability is tracked between each faction. It's 0 by default. 0 is basically hostility. So at 0, there will be no colored icon here in this faction scoreboard section. So you can see for our player character faction called Hearthguard, we do have some neutral relationships with other factions. We have one with TID, which is Tideborn, and we have one with STN, Stone Warden Clan. Furthermore, when you do the hover, you can see the level. So a favorability level of 6 or higher is called a strong alliance. That will be depicted as a diamond in the color of the faction with which the relationship exists. A weaker alliance, 1 to 5, will be depicted as a square, as we see here. One thing to note, and this was very confusing to me, these two faction colors, Hollow Court and Tideborn, are really close. So do not get confused by that. You might see two purples. There's a subtle difference here. In fact, you can see the undeads are actually allied with the Tideborn. So it's like a light purple and a dark purple. Extremely confusing. I got confused by it several times. It's a bug I will have to address. But for now, we will try to live with it. Differences between the strong and weak alliance level. Strong alliance characters from either faction will not fight by default. If there's no neutrality, they will fight. The weak alliance, they still will not fight by default, but they will not respect the borders. They will just move freely through one another's territory. And the issue there is that the more overlapping there is between faction entities in the same room, the more chance there is for a neutrality incident to occur, which is basically an attack that will then negatively influence the favorability between those two factions. So we're allied with the Tideborn, but not with the undead. So I'm going to try to go north here and get to the leader of the undead and negotiate an alliance with the undead. So I'm going to begin. My character is very weak here. I have a 16 charisma, which is great for negotiation, and a 15 dex, which is good for stealth moving. But with a 13 strength, my hit points are only 6, and my armor class is 5, which isn't great. So what I want to do to try to increase my chance of survival here is I want to try to make some armor. So I'm going to move east. Oh, and I just realized I'm not trying not to do economy topics in this video, but I may have to do something in order to allow me to craft this armor. Oh gosh, okay. Let me see here. I may have to go ahead and make a... I'm not going to be able to make an armor because I don't have the required materials. Okay, I'm just going to have to go north and take my chances. I will say that I just tried to record this video and I got killed quite quickly. Got an unlucky roll, so I'm going to have to see if I can be a little more devious in this attempt. The real risk here is when you try to... Oh my gosh. Alright. Okay, we're getting jumped by some rats here. Let's take care of this. Maybe we'll get lucky and level up. That would really help, actually. Oh, great. Okay. Oh, the undeads are already... Oh my gosh. Really? Come on, we can hit these guys. Oh my god. Alright, this character may... Thank you. Let's... Okay, good news is I do see the undead leader has moved. Okay, so he's here. There's already a battle going between the undeads here and us. Here's Lich Baron Osterex, he's their leader. I'm going to try to get into this. This is great, actually. This is great. There's a battle going, so the chances of us getting attacked are less. So let's go over there and see if we can negotiate something during this. Oh gosh, immediately get killed. Oh my lord. Oh my god. Okay. How many lives did we lose? There was a fireball. We lost... Where are we? Sleek. Okay, we lost one of our... That's not too bad. So we still have one life left. But we lost all of our comrades too. That's bad. Okay, we're going to have to try desperate. Usually I would... Let's see, what's the personal relationship here? He's got a -1 personal affinity with us, which is not great. And then his modified affinity is... Because our factions are hostile, we can see... It's hard to see, but there's arrows here. He's at -6. That's going to be a tough roll, but let's see if we can... This is desperate. This is a desperate situation. We got an undead small army at our doorstep, one of which is a level 2. So, desperate times call for desperate measures. Normally I would try to talk to him first using the change entity relationship, try to build a personal rapport to give me a better stat roll, because the change faction relationship is a more difficult roll. But in this case, we do not have time for that. So I selected the change faction relationships button there to pre-fill that. And then I'm going to choose Lich Baron Osterix from the NPC names. Don't pick attack. I do that a lot by accident. And then I'm going to say something flattering, which is usually my default, unless we happen to share. No, I'm a pacifist tendency. He's militaristic, so we do not share a tendency. That can be a good bonus if you get lucky. Those tendencies are picked up usually by, depending on which rooms you go through. The rooms have a tendency which can then rub off on your character, but we do not share a tendency, so I am going to go ahead and just be flattering. I have always admired these skeletons. I'll use, what's it called? The bone court? The hollow court. And we must be allies. Will we get lucky? Otherwise, we are surely going to die. Oh. Oh! Oh my god, did we lose? We lost both of our lives. Okay. Well, that was an unfortunate ending. What would have happened had we succeeded is we would have seen a square here in the undead color and a square in yellow on the undeads, indicating a new relationship had been formed. These skeletons would not have respected our borders because we were a loose alliance. I would have probably had to continue to negotiate with Lich Baron Osterex to try to increase that strength of that relationship. But unfortunately, that was an unsuccessful diplomacy attempt. Diplomacy can be very challenging. It might be better to go in with a 17 or 18 charisma. And again, if you can modify the individual entity relationship first, you get a better chance. but because of the battle conditions and the weakness of our faction, I was not able to do that. So, a losing endeavor, but hopefully it was somewhat informative and enjoyable. Thanks for watching.